Welcome to the instructional video of this low-end tensile tester. I am Peter Welling, the developer of this machine. And the first thing you have to do when you start using the machine is tighten both the load cell and the grip tightly to the machine. Rotate the load cell until it's secured to the machine and do the same thing for the grip. Afterwards you can unscrew the grip a little bit to your liking, but make sure you don't unscrew the load cell with it. Just make sure that you don't unscrew either of the grips too much, because then you might pull them off during a test. Do the same thing with the top grip. Now plug the USB cable of the machine into your computer and the machine will start installing the drivers. At the end of this installment it will show you at which COM port the machine is communicating. This may take a while. Sometimes installing the drivers of the Arduino does not happen automatically and you have to do this manually using the provided files. If the drivers have already been installed previously or if you have forgotten the COM port number, don't worry, go to Start, Devices and Printers, and there under Unspecified you can also see the COM port number. Now start the program of the machine called LETT. This will start by installing the necessary software for the machine. This is not shown in this tutorial. Give your permission, the program asks for it, and then enter the COM port number. Press OK and the user interface of the program will start. The first thing you have to do is specify at which place on your computer you want the program to store the data of the test, like so. And then you have to choose the load cell rating, which in this case you can see encircled in red. This load cell is rated up to 500 kilograms, so select 500 kilograms. Now you have to choose the speed. You can choose out of 4 speeds, I'm choosing 100 millimeters a minute. Now you can use the button top grip up and top grip down to move the top grip up and down. Just make sure that before you start gripping a specimen, you move the top grip out of the way so that the specimen can fit in between them easily. When gripping a specimen, always make sure it's vertically oriented and in the middle of the grip. Start with the bottom grip and close both butterfly nips evenly and simultaneously. Now make sure the top grip is opened and then start by using the top grip down button by moving the top grip over the specimen. Make sure that both grips are aligned so that the specimen fits easily inside the grip. Make sure not to compress the specimen with the top grip. Now you can close the top grip. Remember to close both butterfly nips simultaneously and evenly as shown in this video. When you have closed all the butterfly nuts, use the provided tool to close them even further. Only use hand force. Close all 4 of them, I'm only showing 1 in this tutorial. Sometimes after gripping a specimen, the specimen starts to buckle, like shown here in this tutorial. If this happens, a negative force is put on the load cell and the test cannot start. If this happens, move the top grip up a little bit until the specimen is straight again. Now you can press Start in the user interface. This will start a test. The first thing the user interface will do is ask a name of the test. I'm testing polyethylene, so I'm gonna call it PE. Press OK and the test will start. The graph in the user interface will show you if the test has been performed properly. During a test you can always press stop if an emergency happens. Just make sure to only do it in an emergency, because once you've stopped the test you have to start over with a new material specimen. Now I will show you how to import these data in Excel. Go to Gegevens and From Text and choose your text file. Then the import wizard will open and you have to choose vastbreedte or fixed width. Go to Next, and here you have to move the lines around so that all the data will be imported in a different column. Move it around so all the data, so the lines are in between the data. Go to Next and choose Standard. Go to Advanced, and here for the decimal sign you have to choose a dot, because in the text file there are dots, and choose nothing in the separator. However, these last parameters may depend on your Excel settings, so if it doesn't work the first time, play around with these a little bit until the data is imported properly. Choose Next New Sheet and you're done.